chase, 'cause love, so many people use your name in vain.
Okay, can we talk about how society puts this pressure on us to have this step-by-step life plan by the time we're like 17? And if we don't, then we feel like we're behind or we're failing or doing something wrong. And it's like, how do you expect us to even know ourselves at that age and know those things at that point in our life? And people nowadays, like even for me, I felt that way in high school and a little bit of college I did. And even now sometimes being a coach, and I just think back on my life and I'm like, I had so many moments feeling like I was behind at 17, 18, 19. I'm 23 now, and sometimes I still have that feeling of I should be somewhere else than where I am right now. Isn't that crazy?
Social media.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
social
it's
media.
the phone.
Yeah.
Social media.
What college are you going to? What are you majoring in? How many kids are you gonna have? What type of parent are you gonna be? But it's like you're in high school and you'll hear a lot from adults like you don't even know yourself yet. So how are you supposed to know your whole entire future when you don't even know yourself?
Exactly.
Especially about that school part. Well, what's crazy is because life in general, you think you can have it all planned out. Even like you said, okay, so fast forward to I went to school, I graduated, I got this great job, or I moved to another country or another state. I have a family. Life will throw so many pivots at you, like
Yeah.
it's never going to be set. Like you try, and as I've said before, you plan, God laughs, because some things you can do, life is always going to throw you some lemons, and like they say, just make lemonade, because some things is just unpredictable, and there's something every day. Like honestly, guys, good, bad, and different, there's something every day that's off the course of or schedule of what you had planned for that day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and one of the like when you have an interview or something and jobs ask you, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
God,
I hate that
question.
question. Like, what do you want me to say to that question? Just
I want
thinking,
you to still be here.
Right. It's like, I hope not. I mean,
Right, and in
shoot.
your mind you're going,
You're talking about,
no,
Old
I'm
Navy,
going to
like-
be somewhere else. Right. I'm going to
I'm
be
at Old
somewhere
Navy.
else.
I hope not.
This is a summer job at Rita's.
Right. Rita's, like, I hope I'm not
2
here
days.
in 5 years.
Trinity at
2 days.
Rita's,
I worked
by
at
the way.
Rita's for 2
2
days,
2
guys.
days.
I hope I wouldn't be working at
Yeah.
Rita's. I'm 21 now, 5 years later.
Right? Yeah. But I don't like those type of questions. Like, where do you see yourself? And, like, it's okay to have some type of path, or, like,
Right.
you have an idea of, oh, I want to be a fashion designer, or I want to build cars or something.
But it's also okay to not have that.
to not have it. It's just
like
the
going into
part-
school if you're going to college.
Yeah.
too.
It's
Live
just the
your
part where
life.
people make you feel weird about
Yeah.
not having a direct plan for your entire life until you're like 60 years old.
Yep.
It's like, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what life is going to be like for me in a month. So
And if
10 years.
If I had to answer that question, probably wouldn't like what I have to say, because it's
probably
not going to be
fear.
work it for someone. Like I would
Exactly.
give you some wild dream
Yeah.
of mine to,
Yeah.
oh, I just want to travel the world.
Yeah.
And people looking at you like, well, so how are you going to pay for this and where you going to live? And I don't know. I didn't get to that part. But this is
Right.
what I want to do. So I'm going to work towards that.
Right.
And then everything else we'll figure out.
Yeah. And that's a plan right there, honestly. That's all you need. You was about to say something?
Yeah.
You.
Because Pilar's in the middle of that. Everybody asking.
Yeah, you can
So what school you
definitely
going
touch
to?
on
What you
this.
going to
What
major
school are you
in?
going to? Are you done with cheer? Yes, guys, I quit cheer.
Lying.
I
by the
did
way.
quit cheer.
We don't know.
This is every other day.
Yeah,
I
but I'm
quit
not
cheer,
going
but-
back, guys.
We'll see.
It's time to start something new, because that would really be planned. That's like a prime example of like having a planned out life.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
Me continuing to cheer. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't have no freedom. Like, it's a lot of rules that come with cheer, and I don't. And at college, I'm gonna be like an adult. I'll be 21 my senior year, still listening to what someone wants me to wear or do with my body. No piercings. You can't have your nails this length, this hairstyle. And it's like, I would never have freedom until after college, and then I would definitely be scared. Like, so why not start in high school?
Oh, live your life now. That's what you mean.
That's why I'm not getting a job.
What if you could do both though?
Huh?
Like, what if you could do both though? Like,
No,
what
the
if
fact
you
that
can
she
make
slid
the
that
best?
in, I'm not getting no job.
I
Period.
mean, I could get a job, but like, I don't know. A little retail job. I can't work in food. Get a little retail job. But then, God knows I'm calling off. Someone be like, you want to go to the game? Yep.
What you were about to say, Trent? Because you was about to say, what if you...
Oh, I was gonna say, what if you can still do both and like make the best out of, like what you're saying, the cheer. Like, basically, you feel that if you cheer in college and up until you graduate, somebody's always gonna be in your ear, like telling you what to do, and you won't have that freedom. But what if you can still like make the best out of that situation and still find freedom in it? So much so, like, where the freedom is in here and not so much like, oh, I can't get long nails, I can only get short nails, or I can't wear my ear piercings, I can only wear this or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like I see it, but I feel like at the same time, even when I first started talking about wanting to cheer in college, and that was like middle school, I think, when I first started.
Forever ago.
Forever. That was always the plan, but it was like, it's not like football where if you're good enough, like you could be a great cheerleader. After those years are over, that's it. Like, people get, like, football players get paid to live their dreams and stuff. After you finish college with cheer, you could join Team USA, but you're paying them to join the team. Like, it's like paying for competition, but you're an adult, so you still need a job.
Or you could cheer on a
Is that like
professional
the
team,
NF
like a NFL team.
Yeah, I was gonna
a
say,
The
basketball
NFL is
team.
not cheer. That's different.
Basketball
What
too?
about basketball?
Basketball, it depends. The only one I really saw that actually does cheer stuff is the Chicago Bulls cheer team. Is the only one that like does stunts and stuff like that. But it's like,
Everybody
still-
else is more like dance. Is that what you're saying? Like, instead of like cheering?
or
Oh,
just
okay.
to be there to look cute. Because I mean, like, at least in college, most teams you cheer on obviously the sports, but then you go compete. After that, you're just cheering for boys, and it's really just like people want to see you in your uniform, not because you're actual talent. You know?
Yeah.
It's time to let it go, guys.
I don't know. I don't know too much about it, but I feel like there's options. I just
Yeah.
don't know.
I feel like it's a mixture of things. It's like that, and then cheer could be a toxic environment, especially the older you get, because because like I said, you're an adult now when you're cheering in college. It's not just like in high school where we're all teenagers, or in middle school we're all like kids, and the only adults are the coaches, and even the coaches could be toxic too, guys. But like, you got, like, mean girls are forever. Like, mean girls are everywhere. No matter how old you get, you're never going to escape a mean girl. I'm sitting next to one right now.
Oh, called you a mean girl. and you waved.
She's not mean, guys.
She did
She's
it.
not a mean girl.
She's not a mean girl. But, yeah, it can be toxic. It could be like, I just want to find myself without cheer. And I feel like this topic was great because, I mean, even at one point, I was surrounding, like, the colleges because I started getting those college questions. What college are you going to? And I really couldn't figure out if I was going because they had a good major for me or if I just wanted to cheer for their team. And I feel like I had to let go of cheer a little bit to figure out more about my path, to have more fun. Because, I mean, it's still school. College is still school. You got partying and all that, but you still got to go do that work. So it's like, spend the whole school year doing a sport plus working versus enjoying my freedom as an adult and not having to live under my parents' roof.
Oh.
Cheer gotta go.
Cheer gotta go. Well, like I said, social media has a huge effect on, I mean, not just for children, teenagers, young adults. Y'all got some grown folks, some old grown folks out there too, trying to basically compete with other people on social media or keep up with the Joneses, as they would say, because it's the pressure of I feel like I have to, or so and so is doing this. Oh, they living their best life, so I feel like I gotta level up and do this too. Everything ain't for everybody.
Yeah.
Like somebody else's path doesn't mean it's yours. Somebody else, one person's job doesn't mean that you can do the same thing. It may not be as beneficial or as great as the next person. And I feel like that's a lot of stuff on social media. Like you see these people, a lot of influencers even, and they living their best lives, or their income levels are through the roof, and they got this business and that business, entrepreneurs, and they're doing great, and that's wonderful for them. But then you have these people who are watching, and they're like, if you looking at comments, or they on live, and the comments are, oh, I just want to look like you, oh, I just want to. You can try, but you're never going to look like somebody else exactly. You're just not. Even if you don't even want to do the work, you want to go get your body fixed, for the fitness influencers that I see all the time. Your body still ain't going to look like the next person, even if y'all both got the same type of work done. Like, so people get stuck on that, and they get lost in that, and they lose themselves, because it's the pressure of, oh, they did this, and that worked for them, and they did it in 6 months. I can do the same thing. Oh, I'm going to try. Run your own race, live your own life, do you.
Yeah.
And then it's definitely the age, because it'll be like grown adults on social media, like even just as small as like relationship stuff. Like you'll walk around a whole middle school and they be like, I need my boyfriend to do this, that, and third. And they pull up a TikTok, it's a whole 30-year-old couple. Like that's not going to happen. You're 13. Yeah. That's not going to happen.
That's true, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
I've seen that.
or just living your life based on social media.
He needs to take me here and here. He doesn't have a car. Your parents are going to take you to the
job.
Like, he doesn't have a job. Like
all that wonderful trending stuff on TikTok. Oh, we got to do this. Oh, prom proposals. Oh, the prom send-offs have turned into more than a prom itself.
I seen someone spend so much on their prom send-off, they didn't even make it to prom. They missed prom because their send-off took so long.
Oh. Yeah, well,
it gets to a point,
saying it defeated the whole.
And you pay for that ticket. Them prom tickets is not cheap.
But that's the other thing, though. You feel like I have to do it because somebody else did it, or you got people asking you. So what you gonna do for a prom proposal? What you gonna wear for prom? You're not wearing a dress that looks like this. You're not going to this spot. You not. I mean, you got that pressure of all of that, and it's like y'all just saw that on TikTok. Y'all saw that on IG, and so now it's a thing, or now you feel like, you are not the in crowd, I guess, or not caught up, or, and then it gets crazy because people's mental health really goes bonkers.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to be like everybody else, or all the pressure of, why don't you look like this? Why didn't you go to this school? Why didn't you play this sport? Why, all the questions, like you said, that they expect you to have it all figured out right now. And it's okay if you don't. It's okay sometimes as an adult. I'm not telling no grown folks, hold on. I ain't telling no grown folks that, married with children, got a family, jobs, and then you like, I don't know, and then one day you just spaz out, I'm like, hey, I'm bouncing. Like, I'm not, no. Because I haven't, I didn't go the path that I wanted to, and this is driving me crazy, and now I'm just out. Like, I'm not saying that. But you can be an adult and still not have things figured out. Or I thought my life was going to look like XYZ. This is what I got, but I still have this dream or this thing or this goal that I want to accomplish, or, and when people are like, oh, it's too late, it's never too late.
No.
Like, it's never too late. And I pretty much learned that in my older age, but.
She had to take one for the team.
I took a few for the team, actually.
Yeah.
Took a few for the team, but I just, that kind of goes back to that whole, you're this age, so you can't wear that. You can't do that. Says who? And why are you asking me questions if I do? I still want to go to the Chris Brown concert. I'm going. Okay. Why is somebody asking me, why do you want to go see Chris Brown? Because I want to. Like, is there an age limit on that? Why are you even bothering me about it? It is not.
No, but like...
So I'm just saying, like, when people are like, oh, your life has to go this way. Do you have it all figured out? Do you have... No, I don't. And I still don't. But on purpose, because I don't want to. I love living spontaneously. I love not always knowing what's next. I already got enough routine in my life, you know, with having kids. And so for the last 27 years, I've pretty much had it figured out.
I think it could go both ways, too. like oh, I was daydreaming, but not
Definitely
like
daydreaming.
not just like planning ahead, like this like the whole hustle trend where it's like, oh, I have to work this job and that job to get this amount of money, and then it kind of turns into like
Smarter,
it's-
not harder.
it's like so many people don't realize that that's not everybody's life. So like there's people who have parents that will pay for everything for them because their parents just work that hard so they could be able to provide for their kids, and people will think it's something wrong with that because it's so normalized, like, oh, I didn't have this person with me so I had to do it all by myself. Like sometimes it wasn't supposed to be that way. You're not supposed to feel like you can't ask nobody for help, like,
Yeah.
and they think it's so normal. Like there's so many things where people are doing nothing wrong, and because it's not normalized, they'll literally get like hear everything from somebody, and it's like,
Yeah.
Or for someone who's doing what they want to do per se, opposed to what's trending or what
Right.
everybody else is doing, what everybody else is wearing, where everybody else is going. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, because I would say
you
y'all's
scared me.
generation, because y'all know I
You
like to
scared
say
me.
that.
I think you guys said
Y'all's generation, but like I said, it's adults and older people that are doing the same thing.
well, yeah,
So
I mean,
it's weird. It's just weird.
I was
You thought she was about to say something?
Yeah,
she kind of
I
she a
didn't
little
wanna cut
zoned out a
nobody
little
off.
bit.
no.
She like she in thinking mode,
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
zone.
But it's just crazy because the topics that we pick, we kind of are very spontaneous with our topics too.
Very much so.
But it's just
Okay.
crazy because it just so happens to be a topic that like maybe I was just talking about in another way on like TikTok or in my course or something. And it was like 4 things I thought about when you were talking, and you too, I think, but don't ask me I don't remember, but I
Oh.
just know they popped up and I'm like, I was just talking about this, I was just saying that, like, oh my gosh, I could talk about this forever. But when you said like it's never too late, yes, it's never too late to basically just rebrand, make a new identity for yourself, like just literally start new hobbies, create a new life for yourself. Like it's never too late. And I think that's what keeps people so stuck for so long with things, because they do feel like I have to stay in this career, I have to stay in this apartment or something because I've been here so long, or like they get attached to like the
so much money on
history,
it.
the money, the people that they've met in a certain like country or something. And it's like you can decide at any moment, I want to
change
be
your life.
this kind of person starting today. I want to live in this place starting today. I want to make this amount of money. Like even if you've never seen it done before, you can be the one
Yeah.
that starts it.
Right.
And yes, that might be hard because like I said, you haven't really maybe seen that around you before. But when you start operating from a place where you're just taking control of your life, you're not letting life take control of you, and you're deciding to do the things that you love to do with your time, your energy, and stuff like that, other people around you will start to see like, wow, like this person just really
Yeah.
Wow, she did. She just decided to do this, or he
But
just
it
up and
does-
she
did
didn't
that.
even, like-
It does have to come from yourself though, because I
Yeah.
feel like there's a lot of people who do feel that way and they do something about it, but they document it. Like on TikTok, it's so many people. Like the best way to figure out your life, if you are going to try and like not directly plan like I have to go to this school and then after that I got to do like, but just figuring out your future, it is okay to look online and stuff, but you actually have to go outside and like talk to real people and branch out, not just follow someone's not see someone say this is how I made this amount of money in a month and then be like, oh, that's what I'm gonna do after school because they make
It
that
don't
amount
work
of money.
like that.
Yeah,
Let's be
It doesn't work.
serious,
It
guys.
doesn't work like
never
that.
works like
How-
that.
no.
I've done that so many times.
It
I'm
doesn't
like,
work
I'm gonna
like
start
that.
doing
Yeah.
this, and I saw somebody on that, so that looks so easy. I'm just gonna start there, and then I always be like, I found my thing.
And
This is my
everybody
thing.
not
I
supposed to be an
found it,
entrepreneur.
and it's never my thing.
Everybody,
is
no,
not supposed to be
entrepreneurship
an
is not for
entrepreneur.
everybody.
Yeah,
Like just
It's
like
not for the weak, for sure, either.
everybody has their own thing. Like society will have you thinking like I mean, nobody who really not a lot of people want to work for somebody, but you shouldn't be shamed out of the fact that you work a 9 to 5.
Yes.
Because almost every entrepreneur started a 9 to 5 to build the money. Not everybody just spontaneously came up with a brand and just blew up. Like, it's not that easy, guys.
Everybody starts somewhere.
Most of the
zero,
time,
basically.
the people buying the entrepreneur stuff work 9 to 5. So somebody got to do something. Everybody can't be an entrepreneur. Especially if your stuff going to look the same as everybody else's.
Oh, wait.
Well, some same sarcasm. Some people. So speaking on the shame part, you're right, because I've know plenty of entrepreneurs, and some are like, why are you still working for somebody? Why are you not? And it's not for everybody.
Right.
I've been on both sides of that. I've done them together even, but entrepreneurship is not for the weak. I will tell you that right now. Nope. It's not. But some people aren't made for it. Some people are, but just still choose to work a 9 to 5. Just maybe that steady schedule, steady routine. You know what I mean? The perks, the benefits of a 9 to 5, the money, steady money. Yeah. So, like I said, I've been on both sides, so I get it. But yeah, I have been in situations where when I was working a 9 to 5, and people were like, when you gonna come over here and do what we do, entrepreneurs? And I'm just like, yeah, I ain't ready for that life yet. Yeah. Because right now, I mean, for me, it's like I always thought about my kids. So I'm like, I need that steady paycheck right now. So I'll do both. Yeah. And that's just me. Like, that's the hustle in me. I'll grind. I'll do both. But
then you gotta be honest, because some people only showing like the results and not the whole thing. They be like, why are you still working at 9 to 5? They leave out the part where they went bankrupt 5 times.
Yeah.
Business got shut down for health code violations. They had to rebuild the business. Like, they be leaving everything out. Yeah, and people are so like gullible on social media that they'll watch. Sometimes I'll be watching stuff, it'd be AI. Yeah. It'd be like, come move to Switzerland, and it'd be a shower.
The other part of that too is a lot of people correlate, people winning, basically. Yeah. Material things.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they be so stuck on, they driving these cars, they live in this big old house, that they skip the part of, that was a lot of hard work. Did you see them when they, were homeless? Did you see them when they lived in that apartment, on the wrong side of town, so people would say. Stuff like that. Yeah, you missed that part, but you see them winning. And even if someone shares it, they skip the process. And I've said this before, people tend to skip the process. That's the hard part. That's the part that builds character. That's the part that tells you, do you have what it takes to be in this particular business or this industry or an entrepreneur, or baby, go get you a 9 to 5 and be okay with that. They skip that part and they want to skip to, I want that big house. I want, that car, that truck, I want all this money, all that jewelry. Those people work their asses off for it.
Yeah. And then you kind of want to like this stuff, because there's plenty of things that, like, when I first got asked questions about majors, and I was trying to figure out, and then you kind of look at like, they're making this much money, or they say they're going to be on Forbes, and then I was like, but I don't even like math for real, so why am I majoring something that has a lot of math in it just for the money? Like,
yeah, and then you're picking something for the wrong thing, and you'll go to school for it, you'll learn it, you'll get that degree, and you'll be miserable.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen. I mean,
and then you don't even get to finish it. Like, some people's mental health gets so bad that they don't even get to complete their dream, and they end up in a worse point than they started. Like, living somebody else's dream can make you end up in a worse place than you just following your dream and then not working out as soon as possible. I don't know. Yeah. I think about the show we just watched, Forever. Yeah. No spoilers, guys, but
I was thinking about that when she mentioned, you might have mentioned it. You can go to school and maybe not know what you're majoring in, but hey, I'm in school. I haven't decided yet. But then that pressure of, what are you going to major in? Well, you don't have time. School
and then
starts
even finishing
next month.
School with the major you chose and still not knowing what you want to do after you finish school.
Because you can start school and say, hey, I want to major in communications. And then get into school and decide, hey, meet some friends, and they may be in something different. You're like, hey, I like that. Now maybe I want to do education. Maybe I want to be pre-law. and then oh, not you per se. You
Oh.
saw her face. She was like,
Right.
not
I
that.
didn't see her.
And then you can switch it up. But I mean, you have the opportunity and you have the time to do that.
Yeah.
People make it seem like you have to know what you're majoring in as soon as you start school, and you don't. So
Yeah, so another thing I was gonna say though, when you were like, I don't know, I think it was before you mentioned the Chris Brown concert. Like, who said I can't go to the Chris Brown concert? But it's like, yeah, going back to that, we feel like we can't do certain things, and we're always thinking about because of another person, like what another person's gonna say or what they're gonna think. And that's like the first thought, though. We just completely dismiss ourselves and our dreams and our passions and things like that. And I have a point to this. I'm trying to point it to something my therapist told me. So I had a moment where I was like comparing myself to other people. And I was thinking, I'm the problem. I was thinking like, I'll feel this way. I'll feel a certain way. Like, yeah, I'm okay to do this. And I'm allowed to do this. And I'm going to decide to do this for myself. And then it's almost like as soon as I decide to level up in a way, somebody comes around and kind of challenges that. Like, it's almost like a test. But sometimes I don't realize it's a test in the moment, obviously. So then it's like, how come every time I choose me or decide to do this or accept this about myself, somebody makes a specific comment or does something that kind of throws me off and takes me kind of back to that old identity and stuff. And then I was like, yeah, so I was questioning myself. It leads me to question myself, like, maybe I should be doing more. Maybe I'm not doing enough.
self-sabotage.
And then, yeah. And then that always leads to, like, the childhood belief that I'm not enough. And making that connection. So I was talking to her about all of that, and I was like, yeah, like sometimes I just feel like maybe I'm not doing enough, maybe they're right. And then she was like, by whose standards?
Right.
And I was like,
Theirs. Societies.
by whose standards do I feel that way? So when you stop and ask yourself, like, who said I can't go to the Chris Brown concert? Who said I can't major in this? Who said I can't go to this school, start this business, or just do this with my life?
Nobody.
9 times out of 10, you're not you could actually, you might be the one that said you can't do it, but then if you dig deeper, it's like, but why did I say I couldn't do it?
Because somebody else said
because
that.
my uncle growing up told me this story about what happened with his life, and that kind of stuck with me, and I didn't realize it. Or I had this teacher back in school who really crushed my dreams about going to school for this or something. And it's most likely like never your own original thought or belief. And so if you just stop and ask yourself, by whose standards? Because like Peter said, are you going to live your life like through the lens of somebody else?
For someone
Or for
else.
somebody else? Or for you? Like, boo, it's your life.
Yeah.
It's your life.
So I always
but
say, do you for you.
You.
I totally learned the hard way about that.
Yeah.
Because I've lived my life for other people. So now at this age, I can all kiss it. So when I said, since we talked about Chris Brown, and like, and I had some people like, girl, you want to go see Chris? Yes, I do.
Who said that?
Didn't I say that?
Oh,
You probably did.
I was like,
But-
oh, you really want to go see Chris?
And
I
was
just didn't know
like,
you really
yeah.
wanted to
So
go.
I mean, look, y'all, therapy really does work. When you get to a point, and after therapy, it's just like people pleasing.
Yeah.
And you sitting there like, I'm crushing my dreams because somebody said don't do this, or somebody said something about it, and it's like, okay, well, I'm going, appease this person,
thinking
or do
about
what they say.
their feelings. But your feelings are important too.
Yeah, but
Oh
just
my
listening.
gosh, you just reminded me of something.
But just listening to people say stuff. For example, we were talking about clothes the other day, and we talked about Forever 21, and I'm like, okay, and I still shop at Forever 21.
It's still open?
I don't know. I mean, they
It's
probably
closed
out
now?
I
going
just
out of
went through my
business. I don't
birthday
know.
list and I saw something that said page unavailable.
Oh,
I missed the sale.
well,
Girl,
okay.
Say no.
So I
That
used.
was months
so
ago.
I'll say in the
Some of the
past.
hangers in there.
I'll say in the past, long before, or long after, I should say 21. I was still shopping at Forever 21.
Okay.
And I had people that I used to work with like, girl, you know, you too old for that. And I'm like,
That's
okay, so
crazy.
you know how many things I've
about you
had
mind
on
your
that y'all
business?
complimented
No,
me
you
on
lying.
Mind your business.
that came from Forever 21? Okay, boo, and I'm still going to shop at Forever
Oh,
21.
that do
Who said
remind
that?
me. That
You
remind me
know,
of
like-
when the
live.
people just found out that all the designer stuff is made by the same people who make the knockoffs. I was surprised
Yeah.
that so many people did not realize that.
Shoot.
How old are we?
Yeah.
How do we? How do we?
They
But,
was like,
I mean,
when I find out my designer bag the same from DHgate. Yep.
she said, yo. It's just
Yeah.
the fact that you have to get to a point where you're just like, I don't really care. I mean, I've kind of been like that most of my life. Like, I don't really care. Like, I can skip being trendy. Now, if some things, you know, material things that I like or something
Oh.
that's trendy,
You
you know, I might say, hey, I like that. And I mean, I've bought things that were trendy
ain't
and
nothing
didn't
wrong
wear them while everybody else was wearing them.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
And then wore them later or something like that.
or
But,
Warren first.
you know, it's just, you know,
That's like everybody getting hype over Asics. Asics been sitting in Walmart for how long?
ASIC's been around and spun a block a few times, but, you know,
Like-
sure.
No. It's just.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, things just get recycled, you know?
Over
Yeah.
and over and over.
But
It
it's
repeats
one thing
itself.
to get recycled,
Some
but
things
the
they
way
need to
y'all
not
be,
recycle or even start
the way
as a
you be
trend.
bashing
Say
someone
that.
when they wear it first, and then next, you know, everybody got it on, and they on the whole next thing.
That's why I didn't really, like, especially middle school and high school, I really disliked living in the DMV area.
Oh.
Because I was, am I allowed to say that?
Well, we know you don't
Okay.
like DC, so
No, sorry. I was
No,
like,
she was tired. She
um,
was like, she had her
yeah,
lipstick,
because
though.
it's like, especially going to
lipstick is
public school at that time. I mean, I don't know how different it is now. I'm not in high school no more, but going to a public school and then it's like, yes, you have certain cliques depending on what school you go to.
yeah.
everywhere.
Ninth grade, I went to a big public school, so there were different cliques, but it's still like you had those, just majority of the people there wanted to do the same stuff.
Yeah.
They all wanted to
Probably
talk
looked
like each
alike.
other, look and dress like each other, and
Everybody
it
wanted
made
to be
me have a
different.
moment of like, oh, I want those
An
shoes like
identity
everybody
crisis.
else is wearing. I want
Yes.
these clothes, and I want to wear
Be
this
who
hairstyle.
you
And I had a moment, you know, coming outside of myself too, and wanting to be like everybody else, but it always just felt weird, like something about it, like why
And you probably felt more out of place trying to be
Yeah,
like everybody else
yeah.
because one thing about you always wanted to express yourself. So
Yeah.
you were already
Yeah.
different.
and
which
when
is
I would
something
do that
did, so
I feel like that's another thing. People, when they realize that they can't do it, like what?
no go ahead
When they realize that they can't do it, like you might, like when you dyed your hair, like if some, like even a teacher said, "Why you dye your hair that color?" They know they can't pull that color off, so now they try and make you feel bad about.
so
dyeing
they was
your hair.
hating. That's
Yeah,
what,
like
that's what we're getting to.
sometimes they just be hating.
that's funny. I'm thinking about senior year
Oh,
when I
yeah.
had all red hair.
Yeah.
You just couldn't
But,
pull off the red hair.
I know, like I would walk into
Same
the
way.
or too
when
scared
I
to even
first
try
walked
stuff
in-
like that. They could be sitting there thinking like, "Hey, I wanted to do that,
Yeah.
but I'm scared
I
because
could
somebody's going to say something or somebody's
Yeah.
going to
Yup.
tell me that." And that's the thing. So that's what I always try to teach y'all about
Yeah.
expressing yourself. Like,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
even
when you wanted
someone like
rainbow
you.
braids.
Oh yeah.
Or even you, when you cut your hair, you got your pixie cut. Someone be like, "I can't believe you did that." You just can't rock the pixie. That's why you said something.
Oh.
Your head too big.
She said
Your head too big.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember walking in the door first day of senior year
With your red hair.
with my red
And she
hair,
loved that hair, y'all.
and then some of the teachers was like, "But I definitely pushed the limits, okay? Because they said you can have any like a natural,
color
hair,
hair.
yeah,
Mhm.
Red is
natural
natural.
hair
So-
color." And I was like, "Gingers, redheads, you know."
Mhm.
I was like, "Okay,
Yeah,
but
bright
let's
red,
let's
too.
cherry
turn
red.
it up a notch."
Yeah,
And it was
cherry
bright red from scalp
Well,
and
I
Yeah.
mean, you know that little what's the thing in the Wattpad books
what is it?
where they be saying like when they be, it's like a joke about being born with something that you have like crazy color hair, what you was born with and stuff. Like purple eyes.
I don't really read about that. I'm so sorry.
No, not now. Like
Not
back
now.
then, Like
I didn't read it back then either. I don't know. I couldn't really. I tried it
What's wrong
8th
with
and 9th grade, but I didn't really stay with Wattpad the way people would be like, "You don't read Wattpad?"
Is
I'm
you
like,
cool? So
I don't
I
even know
really-
what that is. So
I had my
Whatever.
moments of
Yeah.
reading,
yeah,
and then I'd be like, "I don't read."
or maybe it's a Tumblr joke. I don't know.
Just-
I'll pull it
Tumblr
up
was
later.
my app.
I'll
You
pull
could
it
talk
up later.
about Tumblr.
I still use Tumblr.
It's still an app. They still got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Pinterest is my thing.
Oh, I love Pinterest.
It's, oh my gosh, it's some Pinterest is for the girls. Like I'm saying, bro. Like Pinterest is so.
Is it bad that I get a little upset when I see my boyfriend on Pinterest? I
get
feel like
happy.
Pinterest belongs to me for some reason.
I
To
understand
you per
this.
se, or
I
like
understand
girly?
Just like girly, it's like I think it's because Pinterest is like an escape. So when I see like weird stuff on Pinterest, like when I
That
see a guy
dopamine.
pin weird stuff, I be like, "Why are you here? Go to Twitter. Like, what are you doing?"
that. It's
I
that
hate Twitter
dopamine
for-
hit for Pinterest.
I hate Twitter with the
What's
passion.
Twitter? It's X.
It's
like no, let me
X
see.
now.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
That's
I
even
deleted
worse.
it. I
hate
can't even
Twitter.
deal with it.
Never got with Twitter or X. Definitely wouldn't
Twitter-
even
I don't
think
like
about
Threads
X,
either.
but
I go on there every once in a
Didn't do
while.
Twitter.
But they be having those. They be asking such dumb questions on Twitter. They be like, "My boyfriend just ran me over. Do I get back with him?
Not serious.
Get off the app. That's enough."
I don't know.
Let me go back to
That's not a real-
Pinterest,
I hope that's
TikTok,
not a real
Instagram.
question.
Pinterest, like I have some followers on Pinterest, but I wouldn't even know because I just be in my own world on Pinterest.
Yeah. Like it is an escape on Pinterest. You just,
Yeah.
oh look at that. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, this. Yeah, for real.
And Instagram,
But it's different though, Mom. Like, cause you're not like really worried about commenting, liking, and interacting with people. That's like the
Right.
whole. It
Yeah.
don't feel like social media.
yeah,
That's why I like
you
it
know,
so
I'm only on
much.
IG, and actually, I have been taking a big break from
yeah,
IG.
because I sent her some. She
Great
took
job.
5
I'm
days
on
to
IG
respond. I
no
said, "Oh,
more.
she really don't be."
I haven't
on
been
IG."
posting them reels every day.
What? That was. You're so funny.
Yeah, I sent her the news
I was
thing.
sharing all my
She didn't
fitness
even
stuff.
respond. I was like, "What's going on?"
Sharing all my fitness stuff, and then
Nah,
I
I
got
be
to a
on
point where I was like, okay,
Just want a
so
break, right?
Just
Instagram is
it's
weird
a lot.
though.
It is
Yeah.
a lot.
I just
I
want
be
to break.
feeling-
Like
Frying your
I loved
brain.
sharing and
They
helping
said-
other people, but then it got to a point where I was like, okay, so y'all don't want to see nothing else. Y'all don't want to talk about nothing. It's just this, and
Boring.
it didn't start out that way, But
I
So it
feel
was,
like
like,
it's
fine.
boring. I knew Instagram got boring when you had to start making dump accounts to feel alright to post. Because when you think about Instagram back then, it was just post whatever you want. Now
Yeah.
it's like a career for people, so they limit what they post and then they make a dump account. So I do have a dump
Yeah,
account, but then I
I'm
was
not
like, I'm
doing
gonna just
all
start
that.
dumping on my main.
I'm not doing all that. I just share on my stories on Instagram more than anything.
Oh, I don't
We
know
know.
Like
stories.
versus like
We know.
reels and posts
But no
and
one-
stuff like
No,
that.
we know.
So just
That's what she said.
that's it.
Remember when we tried to get whatchamacallit to go to the game? She was like, I'm gonna see it on your mother's story anyway.
Oh,
Who said that?
I don't remember.
Don't lie. I know you lie. Whatever.
It was no shade. It was funny. Oh yeah,
Whatever.
because I was kinda,
Ouch.
Well, I don't even be sharing. That's what you get for talking about me.
I told you
be
stop
sharing
saying they
all
gonna
that
come
no
get
more.
us. They gonna come get us. Watch.
Oh,
And they, she be like, it's just
That's
for me.
At the game.
so that's
It's
the
just
crazy
for me.
part.
And I go on Instagram later. Oh,
I'm just taking
So that's
pictures
the
for
crazy
me.
part.
You
So
and
now
your-
that I don't share my workouts and stuff anymore,
Yeah.
like just because I don't post them or share them,
Mm-hmm.
it's crazy. So I post things like I said in my stories only. It's not until I start showing personal stuff that everybody's interested.
I
Like,
told you Instagram
the
is just
numbers
full of
are off the
monitoring
chart.
spirits.
But if it's just
Like people just
some motivational or inspirational quotes or a picture here and there,
Like
like
you get on
they
how
want to
many
know about
times
your business.
That's what I'm saying. How many times have you ran into somebody you hadn't seen in a minute and they tell you your whole life and they be like, how you know that? And they don't even be following you.
That
That'd be
happened?
throwing me because it'd be like I'd be like, how you know? You follow me? And they be like,
That
no.
happened to you?
Yes.
Like,
Like
sounds like stalker material.
yeah, it's just monitoring spirits, and then that's weird too because it's like you post.
Yeah, that's just my.
You post
monitoring
on
spirits.
social media for people to see, and then they be like, "Why you on my page?"
Oh,
Mm.
or like
Are we
you
serious?
posting too much or something?
Huh?
Like you posting too much?
What you mean?
Because you said why you on my page?
No, they be putting that in their bio. They be like, yeah, bio, not caption. They be like, "Why you on my page?"
Kids.
To watch the TikToks that you took.
It's like,
you told
no.
me to go on your page and follow you. So
That's crazy.
God forbid. God forbid.
God
a
forbid.
girl- no.
No.
God forbid a girl was curious.
Right.
Why are you on my page?
So yeah, guys, you don't have to have your whole life figured out.
Duh. You just live your life. Don't do nothing stupid though. Don't take this as a thing where I'm
Yeah,
going
we're
to go
not
do
saying
something
that.
stupid. Like,
We're not telling you to just
don't
go
do
wild
nothing.
out.
Like, I'm saying, like, don't do nothing that's about to put you in jail. Like, I'm not saying
or anything to harm you. Nope, that's not what we're saying.
We're not saying you have to have your whole life planned out, but we are saying have some common sense, okay?
Yeah, and it's okay if you don't have your whole life planned out. It's okay. Even if your parents are on your back, your family, your friends,
I can never
stressing you out.
I can never relate.
I could.
So you don't have to. Like, you really don't. You know how many
Yeah.
people are like taking gap years or, want time to figure it out.
I can't do a gap year. I might not go back.
And some people don't. And then your life may take
Yeah.
a whole nother path.
Good.
And people need to understand that that's okay also. Right,
Yeah.
Trent?
We know how she feels.
Who,
at
me?
school.
Yes. Your name is Trent.
So yeah, basically got. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
But it's
I
not.
did. What?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I feel like I definitely relate with like the whole future thing, like with kids.
That was strong.
Like I'm saying, when they
Kids.
like, let
Right,
you
kids.
tell a certain person that you wanted kids. That's your job. You was put on this earth to have kids.
Who said that?
Oh, who said that?
No.
Who told you
Somebody
that?
said that?
Mind you, 14. I was 14 when they said it. So I was like, I got some time either way. Even if I was put on this earth to have
I
kids,
mean,
I got
at
some
that
time.
point,
Yes.
it wasn't a conversation. Shouldn't have been a conversation.
It's like, how old are we? Too old for this conversation.
Right.
This is a grown man, by the way.
And you was
Are
not
we
enough.
too old? I mean,
And you
you're
weren't
not
he
too
was
old
too
enough.
old. He was
Yeah,
too
and
old.
you weren't old enough to
Yeah.
have that conversation at that
I
point.
was like-
what?
It was a teacher.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
I was like, just give me the classwork. Just give me the packet.
Just grade my paper.
Yeah. Same with APs, because when I was like talking about talking about,
so
like,
just switched over just the
I'm
same with
just saying.
APs.
Same
Oh.
way. What?
Are you gonna finish?
Finish your
I forgot.
sentence.
You had a
with
Trinity
APs.
Oh, when
moment.
we was talking. I was talking to you about how like they'll be having you try all these different things, like take this honors class, take this AP class, and you realize that you'll see someone who never was in class get into the same exact school as you. Like if you're
Yeah.
not trying to go to no Ivy League or in a different country school, you're probably gonna be okay not taking all those classes.
Yeah,
You'll be okay.
for sure.
Look at me. I'm okay.
She said, "Look at me, I'm okay."
She's okay. She's okay.
Do I count?
Do you count?
High school.
Yeah.
I didn't take those
That's
things.
what I'm saying. And you can. And you're okay.
I didn't have that.
And you're okay.
Well, you could
That's
do
her whole
dual
point.
enrollment. That's all they kept saying. Dual enrollment. Get your associate's degree. Okay.
Oh
To
my
go get another degree.
gosh.
Get an associate's degree plus your regular schoolwork just to go back to school for 4 more years, if not more. I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I just always had that feeling that school was not it for me.
I
And-
think college is for me. I don't know. Yeah, I think college is for me. I don't think I have an exact. You know how some people be like, I have to go to HBCU or PWI. Like I feel like I could go to. I
Either
could
one.
flow. I'm a butterfly. No matter where I go.
Float my butterfly.
I'm just trying to finish school, honestly. Like I want to be a teenage girl forever, but I don't want to be in high school forever. It's
A delicate balance, little butterfly.
huh?
It's a delicate balance, little butterfly.
Yeah, I feel like college is like you're grown, but you're still like young at the same time. You're still a teenager. I mean, I be thinking like I be looking at how they be like I spend my freshman year and they just be partying and drinking. I be like, you're only 18. I be thinking they be like 21. You're only 18. You're still a teenager.
College life.
That won't
Another
be me
thing
though.
normalized.
I know you lying.
Drinking
I'll
all
be
the
going
time,
to a dry
partying.
campus. No,
dry?
not like dry. Like you know when you're not allowed alcohol, they call it a dry campus.
Oh.
No,
What school was that?
It's definitely still gonna
And
be
I
alcohol.
feel
there.
like it. Yeah, I was gonna say, what school
Oh,
can tell you you
unless I
can't
go
have
to, like,
alcohol
a
on campus
strict
that they
school.
don't know about?
I mean,
Because
unless I go to
what?
like a strict school, like a religious school.
I was
Like
gonna
a
say, is
Christian.
this like
And
a
you think they
Christian
don't-
school?
You think they don't
Well, I was
drink
not.
on
I
those?
didn't really
Catholic?
plan on going there.
But do you honestly think that they don't drink?
But I'm
on
saying,
those
like, it's not
campuses?
like if you went to Howard and it's like Darty's in the middle of the day, like you would have to be sneaking it.
Yeah, and so again, so you think that they don't drink at those schools?
It's the difference between drinking and having a whole party full of drinks. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just college stuff. I'd be lost.
It's just a college stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I say have a ball, do all the things at college.
They told me go
I
away.
missed
Not
that
all the
part.
things.
She told me
Not-
go away.
We know what her all the things are.
God
so
forbid a
she
girl
knows
want
what
to
that
give y'all
means.
in-state tuition.
What are you saying?
Huh? I'm saying for her, she's
Oh.
smart and responsible enough
Oh,
that
yeah, I
she'll,
thought you were talking
she's
to
not going to try all you.
I thought
No.
you were saying
Even
we know
in high
what
school,
your
I
all
don't try all the
the
things.
things are.
Like I go to parties and I'll be like, oh, it's time to go, guys. Like I feel like I'm not that person that has to see everything go down at a party. Like some people will literally stay to record something going down. Once something go down, I'm gone. It's time to go home.
We'll see when you get there, sis. We'll see.
When I get there.
He was talking about parties. I'm like,
Oh, party.
what party? Oh, but I know what you're talking about
yeah.
now. I was like, what
Yeah,
college party you been
we'll
to?
see.
Excuse
College party. Oh, no, I
me?
ain't
No, I
going.
We'll
thought that's what
see.
you was referring to.
No, I really don't even like being in certain situations like that because apparently I already look older than I am. So I'd be scared. Like,
Understandable.
not like scared like not like actual fear, but I'd be like, I don't need to be here because
It's just not your vibe. It's just like, what?
No.
It is your vibe? It's not. I'm saying
She
it's
said
not
it's
your
not
vibe.
your vibe.
But
yeah.
I meant like what you meant. Like, what you mean,
I'm
though?
I'm agreeing with you. You're
yeah.
saying like you
'Cause
be
that's
in
not-
that
that's not
environment.
you, that's not
yeah,
your
I
thing.
definitely could get caught up in some stuff, and I'd be like, you know, I'm a minor, right? And they'd be like, you are?
Lord.
Yes, guys.
It's true. It's true.
Well, guys.
Bye.
Oh.
Yeah, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode, learned something new, felt relatable and seen,
Relaxed.
heard, understood,
Yeah, to
relaxed.
help you relax a little bit about being
All the
so
pressure.
eager
Stop
to
being like my mom,
And we
Oh,
all the pressure.
plan everything, freak out.
Ask yourself by whose standards when you start to feel that pressure. Because
and not by your kids' standard.
and question.
I don't got no standards for you.
Don't be afraid to question.
I don't get no standards for you.
Oh, sorry, Coach Trent. What you
No,
say?
I was just
Can
trying to
we
figure
get
out what y'all were
milkshakes?
saying. Can we get milkshakes?
Yeah.
Okay, can we focus?
Don't
treat
be
after this
afraid
great
to
episode.
question your thoughts and question the labels that you put on yourself.
Yeah.
Period. That's a good one.
Because those things will keep you trapped.
Yeah. And remember,
And they last for a long time.
They last for a long time.
They could.
And you got one life. Let's
Yeah.
not play around, okay?
but don't do nothing dumb. Don't be like YOLO and then go get locked up. We're just saying. Yeah.
I mean those really small things that create bigger
Go to the skate
issues
park.
in
Go
your life.
to the pool. Let's go golfing. Tell them bring the yacht out.
Let me drive the boat. Okay.
Crickets.
Now y'all don't watch
Crickets.
DJ Khaled videos.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, that's
Anyway.
DJ.
So sick of her.
Let's go golfing. Tell them bring the yacht out.
Oh, yeah. No. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode. We will see you
next time.
So many people use your name in vain.